I can't wait to show you my toys.
Hey, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to look at the Neca Lasershot Predator. This is an Ultimate Deluxe release. This guy has light-up features, all kind of accessories, etc. This is a Kenner Predator homage. And I don't know too much about Lasershot Predator, but there is a nice bio on the back that'll help me out with that. Let's take a look at the packaging here. You can see the Ultimate Alien Hunter, the Predator action figure, new Lasershot Predator with removable mask, detachable wrist shield, flexible grappling hook, and clawed left hand. Features electronic LED targeting eye. Sounds really cool. You can see a shield over here, all the different accessories. The top, Ultimate Alien Hunter Predator. Side, pretty much same thing. Kind of throwback package, Neca logo and Kenner font. Ultimate Alien Hunter. Bottom, we've got a barcode in case anybody needs it, and a bunch of credits. On the back, you can see he's got his alternate hand right here. He's got his hook, his shield. Then his bio really just talks about how he's a bad-blooded sociopath. He has no honor. He's all about self-improvement. Replace his eye, his left arm, etc., etc. Then it said that he's an asset to the Rogue Space Tribe. Spiketail and Armored Lost have accepted him. So, this is NECA's ultimate window box packaging here. It's got the Velcro on the side. You can open it up. On the inside flap, you can see here's this guy and a couple of his buddies. And then there is the figure, looking pretty sweet. Cyborg, Predator, self-enhanced, all kind of weapons. Kenner homage tribute figure. So with no further ado, let's open this guy up. Alright, well now that we got this guy out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. Big, bulky, sturdy figure, ton of accessories. Liking the way he's feeling so far, loving the way he's looking so far. He comes with 2 alternate hands, totaling 4 hands. One is a giant hook claw hand. He's got his removable mask. He's got sort of a whip, grappling hook chain, and a bunch of grappling hook accessories that will attach to his cannon. He's got a shield activated and inactivated for his wrist. Overall, pretty cool. But before I look at those accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So look at this guy. Look at his face. He looks mean. Looks like he's been through a lot. Part of his face is replaced. He's got the purple skin. He's got these double shoulder cannons, and they can go back, retract, which is really, really cool. Dark purple, blue skin. Spikes on his armor and his computer. He's got a regular sized fake hand here, as well as a replaceable larger one. I can see this is where his shield will attach to. Almost looks like a Terminator head on his belt here. I've had a lot of jokes about him and Terminator in the same universe. Overall, this guy is sweet. How can they take such old, crappy, dumb Kenner figures and make them so cool? NECA is amazing. And then here's the figure broken down as far as he can go with all of his removable parts detached. Both his hands can come off. I do believe his shoulder cannons are non-removable, permanent. So now let's check out this guy's accessories, and let's start off with his hands. So, as you can tell, his left hand is robotic. It's been replaced, enhanced perhaps, and his right hand is still original. He comes with an open right hand and a fisted right hand. On his left side, he has sort of a normal size robotic hand, and then a giant claw-like hand. I'm assuming the old Kenner figure came with something like that. Here's this guy with both of his open hands. These are his most sort of normal, default, relaxed hands. Could be good if he's holding his mask or picking something up, etc. Here he is, like he's getting ready to put his mask on. And then here he is with his alternate right hand, which what I thought was a fisted hand, but is not. It's like a gripping hand with the middle filled in. Pretty horrible. You can't punch anybody. It's not a fist. and it looks like it would be open, but it's completely filled in the middle. Definitely use the other hand as my default hand for this guy. And then here he is with his alternate claw hand. This guy must be the Freddy Krueger of Predators. This thing is really, really big. It's detailed. It has a ton of articulation I did not realize at first. I had a little bit of trouble getting the peg in there, so I went ahead and heated up some water, threw the glove in there for 30 seconds, then popped it on here with complete ease. This thing looks pretty cool. It's fierce. It can move around. All kind of articulation. I guess let's just go ahead and show it off now. So it's on a peg here, and it's hinged and can rotate as well. Then each finger here has individual articulation. So the thumb has the least amount. It can rotate, and it is hinged as well. The finger at the bottom can rotate and is hinged. In the middle can rotate, swivel, and is hinged as well. And then the fingernail can also rotate. Same with all three of these. At the bottom can rotate and hinge, middle rotate and hinge, and the top rotate. Pretty impressive, if I may say so. This thing is beastly, huge. I can kind of understand why he enhanced himself this way. Unfortunately, this guy has no honor and just wanted to upgrade his body with cybernetics, just like the upgrade is willing to do it with different DNA. Next, let's look at his mask. I do enjoy Predators that have removable masks versus two different alternate heads. There are pros and cons to both. I like being able to take the mask on and off, but a lot of time the mask will not stay on very easily. It will fall off, etc., etc. So this thing here, it looks to be a little bit damaged. You can see, I guess, his robotic eye will be able to come through here. It's almost like it's missing a piece up here. I like the way it looked, very weathered. On the inside here, we also have some detail as well. Pretty cool looking mask so far. So here he is with his mask off. And then here he is with his mask on. So you can see part of his robotic cybernetic head is exposed, as well as his eye. And so while we're on the subject of his head, this guy does have a really cool action feature, being an LED light up eye where the cybernetic eye is. This is not the first time that Neca has made a light up LED eye feature. A recently released Lab Escape Fugitive from The Predator had a similar feature. This guy here only has it on one side. So when I first got this figure, there was a little plastic tab sticking out of his head, pull it out to activate the battery. Of course, he does come fully charged with batteries. I'm sure it's just some kind of horrible, small, weird battery. There's a little risen spot up here. If you press that in, his eye lights up. Now it's pretty excited. You can see it's 3 different dots in there. It doesn't really come out quite the way I hoped it would on the wall, but that thing looks really, really cool. Now, if you do take his mask and attach it, the eye is exposed, so if you go ahead and press the button, he's still able to shoot through the mask. Doesn't really quite line up and come out exactly like you'd like, but I must say it's a really, really cool action feature. So I took him into the other room where it's able to turn the light off. As you can see, it has 3 dots in there. Unfortunately, it just doesn't really quite translate onto the wall the same way. If you turn around, this is really how it looks on the wall. Just kind of disappointing. If he's pretty close to it, the further you take him away, it's really how it looks. And then with this mask on, this is about all I see is 2 of the red dots. And if I turn him around against the wall, really pretty much seeing the same thing. And I must say, just a little bit disappointed with that red laser. Don't get me wrong, it looks great. It's really cool. The fact that it targets the wall is cool too. When I first saw it in the light, looking at it with 3 different dots in there, I really thought it was going to look onto the wall, just like the Predator triangle. They were not really successfully able to achieve that, it looks like. If anybody else has better luck with that, please let me know. Overall, still really cool, but they had me a little bit excited that it was going to be even cooler than it was. Now let's take a look at his shield accessory. So this device here will attach via peg onto his wrist area. And this is the shield when it's inactivated. Then when he turns it on, it looks like this, kind of an energy shield, sort of transparent red, should block energy blasts from hitting him. Pretty cool design, pretty cool effect. So he should pretty much always be displayed with either this on his wrist or the shield in use. Here he is, so it's not been activated yet. Kind of matches other side, his gauntlet. So I guess it's just that diamond part that's the actual shield. And as you can see, here he is with his shield activated, defending his face. He's sort of peeking out over the top there. This thing does look pretty cool. I do like the effect and the way they made it so you can have it activated and inactivated. Pretty nice touch there. Some futuristic tech as well for this guy. So the next accessories here to check out would be these sort of hook or trap devices, as well as this bendable sort of cable here. It comes out pretty far, made of a wire on the inside, reminiscent of sort of the alien's tail or the Kenner clan leader's tentacles. And as you can see, this thing completely stretches out, gets pretty long. So on his double shoulder cannons, go ahead and slide them upward, then they can rotate to the front. As you can see here, this one here is where his laser would come out, and this one here is where his grapnel will come out. Each of these three accessories are attachable to this. You can see the hole here. As you can see, here's the hook attached. And then here he is, a sort of a claw type thing. Looks like it's here to trap somebody. Overall, looking pretty cool. This thing, even though it looks like it could be, is not articulated. And then to make those accessories even cooler, you can take this long sort of hook chain type thing, and you can attach it inside of here. Then you can have this huge attachment to launch your hooks or your claw. Then here he is with his hook attached to the giant chain. Once again, this thing is a wire, can sort of wrap around, do really whatever you want it to do. It could be catching aliens, catching another predator, human, any kind of his alien prey. Then you also have this claw attachment here, kind of like he's a claw machine, put 50 cents in, but it can also grab somebody, pull it up to him, allow him to do his killing blow. I do think this accessory is pretty cool. They took something simple, made it really elaborate and over the top, and I love it. Thank you, Neca. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at his accessories, next let's check out the height of this figure. So this figure here, from bottom to top, sitting at just about 8 inches even. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. So his double shoulder cannons, they can rotate up and down. And then this back part here can slide up and down. His head, of course, it can go from side to side. A little bit obstructed from his hair, doesn't allow it to go all the way around. Then he can look down just a little bit and up a little bit as well. His shoulder doesn't go out too far. This thing here does obstruct it a little bit. It is soft and movable. As you can see, this one here as well. He's got a bicep cut below the shoulder. Then he's got double jointed elbows, allow him to cover up his eye if he's ashamed, scratch his chin, touch his head like he's thinking, pretty much whatever you want him to do. His shield item here can rotate around if you'd like it to. Then his wrist here, of course, it can go around, and it's hinged as well. On the other side, he does have his claw here, and we looked at the articulation earlier. It can rotate, it can hinge, and then each one of his fingers, pretty much at the bottom, it can swivel, and it's hinged. Same thing in the middle, swivel and hinge, and the top has a swivel only. He's got a ball joint at the top of his torso here. He can rotate from side to side, and he can go forward and back a little bit. He's got another ball joint down here, even more impressive. It can go from side to side more, and it can allow him to rotate forward and back quite a bit. Give him a pretty good range of motion there. His legs here then go out not quite 90 degrees. This stuff here is soft, so it kind of allows you to use your articulation, even though the sculpt's trying to prohibit it. Then go forward about that far, back about that far. Double joint knees. They can only go back about that far because this armor piece on his leg. Then his foot is on sort of ball joint, of course, can go around. It can rock from side to side, and it can go up and down as well. Next, let's check this guy out compared with some other action figures, starting with his clan buddies, and then the rest of the Kenner figures that I have. Now, I've got most of them, but I'm missing at least a couple of Kenner Predators, which is unfortunate. They're kind of hard to go back and get at this point. Now here he is next to the Armored Lost Predator and Spiked Tail Predator, just like the inside flap of the package. These two are with him, and on the back in his bio it said that these two sort of accepted him. And I'm a little confused, and I would love some clarification if somebody can provide it for me. Armored Lost Predator I thought was one of the Predators from the Predator 2 Lost Clan, just in his armored look. And then Spiked Tail here is a Kenner Predator, just like Lasershot is. So a little confused how the three of these could ever be together in any universe. If anyone knows, please let me know. Here he is next to another Ultra Deluxe Predator Kenner homage figure. This is the Predator Kenner clan leader. Now, based off reading Lasershot's bio, I'm going to assume that Lasershot is not in this guy's clan. He's sort of rogue, does his own thing, banded with a couple other Predators. Both of these are excellent, excellent figures. And then here he is next to my entire collection of NECA Kenner Predators. Like I said, I don't have them all. I believe I'm missing Nightstorm and Ambush Predator. And frankly, they're really expensive to get nowadays, unless I just happen to get lucky. Here they all are. Now, I did not put Armored Lost Predator with them. I'm a little confused as to what his connection with the Kenner Predators is. Here he is next to the entire recently released The Predator film, Predator action figure collection. There are 6 different guys from this film. You can see the upgrade assassin, still way, way bigger than this Lasershot Predator. Overall, these are all pretty nice figures. NECA has putting out some excellent stuff lately. And then here he is next to the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives Batman vs. Predator figure. And then while we're on the subject of the Predator, his double shoulder cannons definitely remind me of that suit at the end of the film. And then let's not forget, Lasershot here is not the first time NECA's done light up Predator eyes. The Lab Escape Fugitive came with an alternate head like that, although I decided to keep Lab Escape Fugitive sort of naked like this, and I put his light up head on the Armored Fugitive. And then here are both my Predators with light up eyes. Must say, overall, some pretty cool features, pretty fitting for a Predator. Here he is next to a couple of recently released Ultimate Predators. On the left we've got Ahab, and on the right we've got the Golden Angel. And then here he is next to an Ultimate 2-pack, Bad Blood 2-pack. On the left we've got the Enforcer, on the right we've got the Bad Blood Predator. Lasershot was said to be a Bad Blood Predator, having no honor. Here he is next to the recently released 3 Predators from the 1994 Aliens vs. Predator arcade game. And then here he is next to Series 18 of Predator figures. We don't know if they're ever going to make a Series 19. NECA has said they're going to be making more Ultimates and one-offs, which is fine as long as they keep them coming. Next, I would like to check them out compared with different Predator figures from each of the Predator films. Starting with Predator 1, this is the Ultimate Jungle Hunter from Predator. And then here he is next to the Ultimate City Hunter from Predator 2 and the entire Lost Clan. Here he is next to the Predators from Alien vs. Predator. We've got Scar, Celtic, Chopper, and the clan leader Elder. Here he is next to Wolf from Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. Wolf is an older Neca figure. Neca is supposed to be making an Ultimate Wolf. They said it'll be released before the end of 2019, but realistically it'll probably be released before the end of 2020. Looking forward to that for sure. And then here he is next to the Predators from the film Predators. We've got the Berserker, the Tracker, Falcon, and the Classic. Here he is next to the Fugitive and the Upgrade from the film The Predator. Here he is next to a couple of Ultimate Xenomorphs from the 1986 film Aliens. Here he is next to a couple of Engineers from Prometheus. Here he is next to several different human figures from NECA's Alien and Predator lines. And then here he is taking on Dutch and his extraction team from Predator. We've got on the left Dutch, Dylan, Billy, Anna, and Hawkins. Eventually I'll finish my Poncho, Blaine, and Mac figures. And I know he's not a clan leader, but I was curious, does he fit on NECA's Predator Bone Throne? And you know what? He sure does, as long as he put his double shoulder cannon in its upright position. And then I was also curious, would he fit into NECA's Blade Fighter vehicle? And I hate to say it, the answer is no, just because his shoulder cannon's a cockpit won't exactly fit completely shut over him properly. So overall, I would say I'm digging this figure quite a bit. This is a really cool guy. The attention to detail is exquisite. The coloring, the articulation, the accessories, all the little various sculpting details on him are fantastic. They took an old crappy Kenner figure and made him something special in their image. I absolutely love what NECA's doing with their Kenner homages. They took these really, really old basic figures and just made them crazy detailed. I mean, this guy has partners, a backstory, all kind of stuff. The light up eye is really, really cool, although I'm a little disappointed it doesn't make the typical Predator triangle on the wall when you use it. If I were to rate this figure, this guy's really cool. I'd go ahead and give him a full 8 out of 10. Pretty high rating, at least in my book, but this guy definitely has earned it. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.